It was supposed to be a quick trip to the grocery store. But what started as an ordinary afternoon turned into a nightmare that left everyone questioning their safety and their faith in those sworn to protect. What happened in that parking lot would shock the entire community, leaving scars that might never heal. And the scariest part? It all started with something so small, so innocent, that no one could have seen it coming. Rachel Johnson, a 32-year-old teacher and single mother, just wanted to pick up some milk and bread before heading home to her son, Marcus. It was a sunny Saturday afternoon, the kind where families enjoyed picnics and laughter filled the parks. But as Rachel pulled into the crowded supermarket parking lot, she had no idea that within minutes she would be staring down the barrel of a gun held by someone meant to serve and protect. Rachel parked her car, stepped out, and took a deep breath. She adjusted her denim jacket and smoothed her curly hair, scanning the lot. Nothing seemed out of place. Just other shoppers, carts squeaking across the asphalt, and kids darting between cars. But someone was watching her. Someone who had already decided she was a threat. Officer Tom Harris was sitting in his unmarked car, sipping cold coffee. He had been with the force for 18 years. Some called him a veteran. Others whispered about his short temper and the complaints that seemed to vanish into thin air. Today, Harris was off duty, but he carried his badge and gun like a second skin. And when he saw Rachel step out of her car, her confident stride, her dark skin catching the sunlight, something in him clicked. She didn't look nervous. She didn't look like she needed to be there. In his mind, she didn't belong. Rachel pushed a cart through the automatic doors, the cool air brushing against her face. She greeted the cashier with a smile and headed toward the dairy aisle. But even as she examined milk cartons, she felt it. That prickle on the back of her neck. Someone was watching her. She glanced around. Was she imagining it? Or was there really danger lurking nearby? She shook it off. Paranoia, she thought. Just get the groceries and go home. Minutes later, Rachel left the store, bags in hand. She was halfway to her car when Harris stepped in front of her. His eyes were hard, his hand resting on his hip near his gun. "Excuse me, ma'am. I need to see some ID." Rachel froze. Her heart pounded. "Why? What's wrong?" "You looked suspicious in there. I need to know what you were up to." Suspicious? She was buying milk and bread. Her eyes darted to his badge. Off duty, but still armed. Her gut twisted. This was more than a routine check. This was something else, something darker. "I haven't done anything wrong," Rachel said, keeping her voice steady. "I'm just trying to get home to my son." But Harris's hand inched closer to his gun. "Just show me your ID, and we won't have a problem." People began to stare. A mother hurried her child into the car. An elderly couple whispered near their trunk. Phones were coming out, cameras ready. But would it be enough if things went wrong? Rachel slowly reached into her purse, but Harris tensed. "Slowly!" he barked. "Don't try anything." Tears threatened to surface, but Rachel held firm. "I'm not trying anything. Please, I'm a teacher. I just want to go home." But Harris's eyes saw something else, something only he believed was real. Then came the voice. "What's going on here?" A young man, maybe in his 20s, stood nearby. Phone raised. His eyes locked with Rachel's. "She didn't do anything. You can't just pull a gun on her." Harris's face turned red. "Mind your business." But more voices joined. "Yeah, what's she done? Why are you pulling a gun on her?" Rachel's heart raced. Would the crowd protect her? Or would they just record her last moments? Then, a police car pulled in. Lights flashing. Officer Linda Parker, a black woman with 12 years on the force, stepped out. She assessed the situation in seconds. She knew Harris's history. She knew how this could end. "Tom, put the gun down," she said, firm but calm. "She's acting suspicious," Harris muttered. "No, she's buying groceries," Parker shot back. "Holster your weapon." A long pause. Then Harris lowered his gun. The crowd exhaled. Rachel's knees nearly buckled. Linda approached Rachel. Are you okay, ma'am? Rachel nodded, but tears slipped down her cheeks. I just want to go home. Within hours, the video hit social media. Outrage exploded. News anchors dissected every second. Harris was suspended, facing investigation. Rachel became a symbol, a mother who could have been a headline. Days later, Rachel stood before cameras. This isn't just about me, she said. It's about everyone who's been judged by their skin color. This has to stop. Her words echoed across the nation. But the question remained. How many more Rachels would there be before real change happened? Because next time, there might not be a camera. Next time, there might not be a crowd. Next time, someone might not make it home. And maybe, next time, it could be you. Could you survive a trip to the store, knowing you might not come back? This brings us to the end of this story. Thank you for watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, don't hesitate to like the video and share it with your friends too. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell for more fascinating stories. Have a nice day.